There's an urgency to cleaning up, as if to expunge the message delivered from Gaza rockets. Your family's not safe, still. Daniel Sabi and his wife and son barely escaped the rocket barrage Wednesday night. The full force of it demolished the apartment next door. Israel's Iron Dome failed here. The attack is hardening resolve. There's no choice. If they can reach Rishon and Tel Aviv, we must take care of it. Hamas is a terror organization, he says. Most residents got to shelter, 6 were injured, and the attack leaves an internal wound.
People are so afraid. This morning we're talking to people that are begging us to take them to another place where they can feel protected.
The fact that even after 20 days of bombing Hamas, the rockets still get through shakes Ali Baghdadi's confidence. We were surprised because we expected they should have destroyed their launching capability for long-range rockets. We're surprised they didn't do it with the airstrikes, he said. Attacks like these put more pressure on the Israeli government to move into Gaza with a ground incursion. That's what many of these residents expect. Last night, tanks and troops did go in a targeted raid. At least a dozen tanks and troops rolled into northern Gaza, pounding through the boundary fence in what the IDF calls a limited raid, in and out. Preparation for the next stage of combat, it says. By morning, the relentless airstrikes took over. And the casualties keep mounting. More than 7,000 now killed, says the Hamas-controlled health ministry.
I think we're really trying our best to hold ourselves together.
Naala Shawa and her family are sheltering in one house with 53 others south of Gaza City.
When I hear the shelling, especially between like 12 and 3 a.m., which is usually a heavy period, I just kind of imagine, okay, if it's gonna hit here or there, what's gonna be the impact, you know? It's scary.
This bombardment is longer than any she's lived through.
It's hard to think about the future. If there will be anything, it won't be going back.
Back in Israel, sirens again in the same place. A dash for shelter. We go too. This time, the Iron Dome does its job. Here. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Rishon LeZion, Israel.